Hello everyone, welcome to episode 43 of my Solar System Legacy Challenge. This is the final episode of the Earth generation. We are here with Ezra, who is just doing a little bit of meditation this morning. He has been working really hard on his final skills and then he will be complete his generation requirements. We have done everything we need to except for mastering the gardening and wellness, and obviously with gardening that will complete his aspiration too. We've been working super hard on those, so he is at level 9 for both of them. His wellness is at 26% and his gardening is 65, so I'm really confident that we'll be completely fine getting those done in today's episode. I am actually going to have him stop though and come downstairs and come and take care of his garden so we can work on that. So we've got plenty that we can sell, plenty that we can weed, and I think we've got a few things we can actually evolve as well, which is amazing. But yeah, this is the final episode. I can't believe we're finishing off Ezra's generation in this one. It's mad to think. Maisie is up at the moment. She's feeling pretty tense because she is craving some junk food, but I have set up for her to have some waffles for breakfast, so she can satisfy that craving. But yeah, she's not in the best of moods today. Ezra will be going off to work today because we will be following Maisie to school, so he is going to go off to work and he has got his gardening to 89 now, which is so amazing. I am going to have him do a little bit more meditation because his needs are perfectly fine, and then that'll work on that before he has to head off to work. This gardening will easily be complete. It's just the wellness. We'll make sure we work on that when we are on the home lot with him. But Maisie, she is feeling pretty angry this morning, bless her. But you know, she's got her waffles, so she's probably feeling a bit better. But I think before we go off to school, I'm gonna read through her generation requirements. Maisie is smiling and happy now that she has had her sweet waffles, so I'm pleased to see she's in a good mood. But for the generation for Mars, your parent never took good care of themselves. Their self-destruction often meant you had to be their emotional safety net. You were always there for them and looked after them, but as their child, they should be the one looking after you, not the other way around. As you got older, you realised how terrible that had been for you. You never got to truly be a child as you had to be responsible for your parents. This has led you to become quite angry and frustrated, but you won't let yourself turn into your parent. You can do better and you will do better. You're passionate about fitness as it has become a cathartic way to let your aggression out. So Maisie's requirements will be to have a close relationship with the previous heir growing up, which she has had, but then sadly she needs to lose all friendship when she becomes a young adult, which is going to break my heart. She is going to lose all friendship with Ezra. She will need to visit the gym at least once a week throughout her young adult and adult life. She needs to have a part-time job as a teen, which she has done. She needs to graduate high school with an A. We are sitting at an A at the moment, so as long as she doesn't flunk her exams, it will be completely fine. She needs to get at least an A grade at university. She needs to reach level 10 of any career. She can never have a serious relationship until she is at level 8 of her career, and then she can rekindle the friendship with a previous heir, but only after she's reached level 10 of her career and she's engaged her fiance. So not all hope is lost for Ezra and Maisie's relationship, but unfortunately it'll be a little while until we get there because she needs to be settled in her career and have a serious relationship before we can rekindle that bond, which it's going to be so horrible because we're such a close family. We've always had such a big, close connection with the whole Solana family, and then Maisie's going to have to cut off Ezra, and that's going to be so sad, and I'm going to miss him, but we will be able to build on that relationship again. It's just going to take a little while to get there. She needs to have at least one child, and she needs to master the fitness and research and debate skills. Her traits are hot-headed, ambitious, and perfectionist. She currently has hot-headed and perfectionist. We'll give her ambitious on her young adult birthday. And then aspiration is bodybuilder or academic. And I think what I'm going to do is give her academic when she ages up, and we'll focus on that throughout university, and hopefully she'll be able to complete that one while she is at university. And then we will change over to bodybuilder afterwards because she really realistically, she only needs to complete one of them, but I'd like to try and aim for both of them. But I'm going to focus on academic to begin with. Even though she doesn't need to, Maisie is going to do a bit of studying for her exams just to solidify her grades and make sure that she is completely confident and happy. She is a perfectionist after all, so she's like, I have to do the best of the best, have to be at the top, and I want to make sure I definitely get that. It's crazy how much of a difference a waffle can make to her mood, because she is now feeling really, really happy. She's in an excellent mood. She's thinking about like her logic skills and how hard she's working and everything like that. She is in a really, really good mood, and she's like, well, with career day this afternoon, which is going to be helpful, I just need to make sure I do a good job in my final ever class this morning. Like, this morning's class will be her final lesson that she will ever have at high school, because it will be career day in the afternoon and then tomorrow's exams. So she's like, I've got to do well. This is my last chance to take in any new information. She's thinking about how hot-headed she is, and I love that for her. She managed to get a whole study session in. She's feeling great because she loves studying on the computer, and she is heading off to class now feeling amazing, so that is surely going to do well for her grade. Looks like we've got some crushes going on at the moment. Here's Isabella. We haven't really spoken to her much since prom, so I was wondering if we'd end up chatting at all, but it looks like we're going to come and sit next to Jen. We considered sitting next to Cicero, but we're like, no, we'll come and sit next to Jen. We'll see how they're doing, because I feel like Jen isn't the sort to go off to university, so we're like, we know that we're not going to see them at university, and I'm still undecided on, you know, how we're going to make it work if we've got friends going off to university as well, because I don't want to control anyone other than Maisie. Maisie, where are you going? Oh, she's decided she wants to come and sit next to Jenna instead. Okay, she was like, actually, I think I'll sit next to Jenna instead. She's a bit more focused than Jen, and Jen might distract me, whereas Jenna, she'll stay focused on her work, and I love that she wants to work carefully on her project as well. And skip class, Maisie. That's not you. You're not skipping class. Oh, and it's because Stinky Jermaine was like, actually, that was my seat that you were in, Maisie. Ugh, I don't like him. I really don't like him. After class, we're just going to yell at him a little bit, because look at that look he's got in his face. We'll be like, why are you looking at me like that? What is your problem, dude? Because I don't like that they're still technically friends after, you know, how things went down. Maisie is not happy that he kind of like swooped in and took Isabella and everything, even though she knows that that's not how it works, because Isabella is like, she's not attracted like that. She's not feeling that way. Jermaine can't help that, but she is obviously going to have a little bit of resentment towards him, and we don't like him anyway. He's stinky, so see, she's angry, she's not happy, so I think we're going to take it out on him. And I do think it makes complete sense that she has got poor emotional control, because it matches her hot-headed trait. So I'm pretty happy with that. I kind of want to solidify that we get this as a reward, or not so much a reward trait. But yeah, we're just going to be a little bit mean to him, because we're a bit frustrated, and I hope I don't like it when you joke around afterwards. He's like trying to tell us a funny story, and Mace is like, dude, shush. You're annoying me. Stop talking to me. I like that we've come to sit next to Owen. Owen actually came to visit us last night, which was really sweet of him. So we'll just come in and like check in on him, see how he's doing. He's feeling really enamoured. He's probably thinking about Jenna. They did hook up, didn't they? They started dating at prom, so he's probably thinking about her. He's all enamoured, like, oh, I'm so happy with her. But yeah, he came to visit us, which I thought was really sweet, and now they're really, really good friends, so I like that. But it won't be too long until we head off to the auditorium, ready for Careers Day. Maisie is feeling super confident, super happy, and we're gaining friendship with with everyone. Okay, I was gonna say, when I didn't even realize we were talking to them. We have made it to Career Day, and for some reason we have decided we are gonna come outside and talk to the professionals. These two were still out here, but this professional went inside. And right, okay, we just can't stop wandering around, but I believe I have a mod that adjusts Career Day, because I have these options which I've never seen before. So we're asking about helpful skills, asking about possible salary and university degrees, and then I don't think it's actually going to contribute towards this. It might do if I ask them all of them, so we'll have to see, but if not, I will make sure I do everything that I kind of need to for Career Day and then tick that off manually. But Maisie's pretty secure with what she wants to do after speaking to her aunt, so she's like, I kind of know what I want to do, but you know, it looks good to look like at least I'm open to other things. Yeah, it's not ticking that off. That's okay. We'll just make sure we've kind of done it all, because, you know, she did need to, and she has been able to tick this off, but she hasn't been able to get her after school activity ticked off, because she had to change from an after school activity to a career to support her dad. And even though she has enjoyed streaming, she's like, I had kind of hoped to have Jenna wants to go to prom with Owen. I don't know why I'm getting this pop up, but I mean, sure, we're not going to go to another prom, but that's sweet. Right, okay. Love that. Maisie clearly is really happy. Maybe she got a message from Owen like, oh my gosh, Jenna is asking me to go to prom. She doesn't mind so much because she's like, well, a job still looks good for a university application, but it would have looked good to stay on the the debate team as well. I think that's what, no, school council, that's what she was doing before. So she's like, it would look good to do that as well and had that on my resume and my application, but it's okay. I've got a career at least, and that's gonna look good too. But we have asked kind of a few different questions. We've learnt that psychology degree would be good for a villain. Right, okay, well, we're not gonna do that. We're not interested in that career. But as I say, she's just kind of doing this so that she can show that she has done all this, and I'm going to tick those off because we have spoken to all of them, and I think we're going to come in and speak to our teacher. Career day is ending any moment, and then we'll be heading back home. She will make sure she does everything she can need to. Apparently she didn't finish that last night. But she is at the top of her class. Amazing. So let's get us back. She wants to go and chat with Atticus, though. I don't mind that. We can go and chat with Atticus for a little bit, kind of ask if he's kind of had any thought about what sort of thing he might want to do for his career, if he's going to head off to university. As I was saying earlier, wasn't I? I don't know what I'm going to do about, like, the friends going to university because I don't want to control anyone else, and I don't imagine they'll be, like, our roommates. Like, if I can make it work, I think it'd be fun to see, like, Atticus and maybe, like, Isabella as well as potential roommates. But I don't know if there's a way to actually have Sims you already know be your roommate if you're living in university dorms. So we'll have to see. We'll have to see how it goes. But for now, let's head back home. Ezra is back from work and he's feeling really paranoid. I don't know why. He must have heard people talking at the gym that he's working at, and he was got all freaked out. But he's feeling better now. I am just going to have him take care of his needs, and then probably do a little bit more. Oh, now he's feeling lustful, right? Of course he is. Okay. But yeah, I'll have him take care of his needs and then do a little bit more out here. The garden is completely fine, so we'll probably focus a bit more on our meditation. Maisie is coming upstairs. I did ask her to eat some food and then come and live stream, but she's decided once again to bring her food upstairs. She's like, I can't delay. I've got to stream and eat at the same time. Because she does want to get this done before her next shift this evening at 9 o'clock, and she also wants to get her homework done. She wants to finish that project, so she's like, I've got to focus, I've got to work really, really hard tonight. So she has got a lot that she wants to kind of focus on and get done. Ezra, you're not going to go play difficult football. Why don't you come over, grab yourself a little bit of food, and yeah. Or should we go out tonight? I think that could be quite nice. I think what we'll do for now is we'll come and do some meditation, and then maybe we can go on a date with Lucy this evening because Maisie is going to be working really, really hard. We'll go out for a meal like we did last time and just spend a little bit of time with just her because, like, kind of check in on how she's found her week living with us, how she's enjoyed it. Is she feeling all right? Is she feeling more settled? Is she feeling better than she did back home? Lucy is home from work now. She brought home a decent amount of money. She is feeling a little bit dazed, bless her, from working so hard. So I feel like with Lucy having this mental fog, it'll probably be a good idea for Ezra to be like, let me take you out this evening. We can go on a date, just the two of us, and I'll try and distract you, especially because he's feeling pretty lustful as well. And she wants to chat with her crush and kiss Ezra, which is super, super sweet. So I think, yeah, we'll head out later this evening. We'll just make sure that Maisie is all set up with everything that she needs to do. And Ezra, he can work a little bit more on this, and then he will probably just do it all overnight because we want to get this completed. He's at 35%, and yes, I want to make sure he goes out and enjoys his time with Lucy, especially as we won't be seeing them very much after this episode because Maisie will distance herself. I want to get the most out time with these two because I am going to miss them so, so much. These two have made it to the restaurant, and Ezra is just placing the order for their meal, and they are feeling really, really good. Ezra is feeling really flirty. He wants to woohoo with Lucy and be friendly with Lucy, so that's pretty easy to do. I'm sure we'll get around to that, but I might have to do the woohoo later when we get home. We can definitely be friendly though, and discuss the healthy relationship dynamics and talk about how, like, you know, things have got really, really positive for these two, and they're really working on strengthening their relationship after so many years apart. And he's like, I'm so happy that we're like back together again, and I've missed you so much. And he wants to woohoo on an unconventional object. Of course he does. Maisie, she is going to work from home. She managed to get 86 simoleons, which is really good. So she is just going to work on that while she is at home. And yeah, things are going pretty well with these two, and Lucy is feeling really flirty. She's so happy. She wants to kiss Ezra. She is a love bug now, so that was a trait that she got as a self-discovery. Every moment near Lucy's partner feels like a symphony of passion, so she is just so happy to be here with Ezra at the moment. So we do want to wait for our food to arrive, but to be fair, we could always, you know, stand up and do a bit of physical intimacy while we wait, because then that would take that bit off. And Lucy does want to kiss us, so I think we can come over and give her a kiss. And you know, Ezra, he does want to woohoo, but there's no woohoo options here, I don't believe. So we'll just wait until we get home. Instead, we'll just do a little bit of PDA in the restaurant in front of our family. To be fair, half of Hempford on Bagley is our family, so we can't avoid that. Lucy has got a loan payment to make. We have got a decent amount of money at the moment, so I'm gonna have her just like pay a chunk of that off at the moment. But yeah, these two are getting a little bit frisky, which is not to be unexpected with them. Ezra and Lucy are both very satisfied with their relationship, which I'm not shocked at all. We can't really do any of these bits at the moment until our food arrives, so we're just going to focus on romantic socialization instead, and ask a risque question and just get a little bit flirty, profess our undying love. And our food is actually here now, so we should probably come and sit down and eat that. We've got a glass of expensive wine. Lucy has already finished her dinner. Oh my goodness. Okay, well, we've still got a wine to drink, and we have managed to get a first level on our date. We're just talking about our food now, and then I think we will probably do more of these bits afterwards, because, you know, we're not going to get up and be physical while we're here. We can do a sexy pose though, why not? And then we'll talk about drinks, because we do want a perfect date. It is actually one of Ezra's wants, and you know, that is exactly what these two would want anyway, so things are going pretty well. She wants to daydream about her true love. Oh, that is so adorable. Lucy is enjoying the date and would like to spend more time together. Perhaps you'd like to extend the date to last longer. Yeah, we can definitely do that. She's like, I don't want this date to ever end. I'm having the perfect night with you. And Ezra is like, I am having the perfect night as well, and I've got a little surprise for you. And he is proposing to Lucy at the table. He's like, I couldn't help myself. I've just loved spending so much time with you again, and I want to spend forever with you. And she, of course, said yes, because she is so smitten and so in love as well. And they have both now got engaged. And so Ezra is like, oh, I'm so happy you said yes. I know it's a bit of a low-key one. I didn't want to do anything too crazy. But I have been thinking about it for the longest time, and I want to marry you after everything we've been through. You are my person, and you are the only one I ever want to be with again. And yes, they have now gotten engaged. He wants to give a massage to Lucy, and he's so happy about being engaged. And Lucy, I'm sure she will be as well, especially as a love bug. I'm obsessed with this moodlet though. She is feeling really happy from a child-free zone away from children. She's like, I'm so happy that there's no children around to ruin this moment with you. She also wants to kiss Ezra, so I'm gonna have her get up and kiss him as well, and then I'm gonna see if we can take this date back home so they can celebrate their engagement together. These two have taken the date back home, and Ezra is gonna ask Lucy if she wants to woohoo. It's part of our thing anyway. He did have a want to, and they are going off to celebrate their engagement. He isn't even thinking about the fact he should probably tell Maisie this. She is at the moment just working on her project because she must have had a nap while we were out. Her energy is really full, which is fine with me because it means that she can do all of these bits and get her homework done and everything with her energy nice and full. But these guys, Ezra does want to have a child, but that is obviously not going to happen because Lucy will not want any children, and he can't have any more kids anyway. So completely protected woohoo, please guys. We are not having any more babies. I say this, but this is basically how Generation 2 ended with Valerie getting engaged. She got married. We're not going to be getting married right now. And then she got pregnant without me wanting to, but it can't happen. Ezra cannot have another child, and he also can't actually get married until he's an elder anyway, so it's going to be a pretty long engagement. Guys, no protection was used. Right, well, Lucy, you're going to head straight out to get some emergency birth control, please. Ezra has been meditating all night. He is at 2/3 of the way through. He's at 67% of his wellness, so I'm sure we'll be completely fine, but he does need to go down and take care of his garden so that he can max this gardening skill. I am going to have him take a day off work today so that I can have him work on his wellness skill at home while we're at school with Lucy. And then we've got her birthday party at 5 p.m, which will give us another 2 hours to make sure we're focusing on that wellness skill. So I'm confident that he'll be completely fine with it, but we do need to make sure we come over and supercell everything. We can come and evolve this as well, but he is going to take personal time off because he did have a vacation day to use, so we thought might as well do it. And there we go, he has maxed the gardening skill and completed his aspiration. Oh, I'm so happy for him. All that is left to do now is that wellness skill, but we'd like to come and sell everything first, get us a little bit more money, especially if Lucy has got to pay off all her student debt. Maisie is feeling really good this morning on her last day of school, and she has decided she wants to talk with Isabella about kind of everything that's happened. They haven't spoken all week, they haven't spoken since prom, and I think she's like, even though she knows there's nothing there between them like romantically, she doesn't want to lose her best friend like completely. Like even if they lose touch, she doesn't want to know that it's ended on like a sour note. So she does want to come over and talk to Isabella and just basically tell her everything that happened. She's like, I'm really sorry, I did kind of like distance myself because I was a bit upset about your rejection. I thought we went to prom as like romantic partners, and obviously that's not how things were for you, and I'm sorry that we didn't communicate things better. But I love that we're trying to have this conversation by the vending machines. Can we maybe just come and sit and chat over here instead? I do think what we might do is just kind of like ask about Jermaine and just be like, so is something going on between the two of you then? Like, is there something between you? Because I saw how things were at prom. Like, you seem really close. Is there something there? So we're going to see what Isabella thinks. And I'm not assuming they're in a relationship because Sims don't usually get in a relationship without you actually prompting them to. So if she's like happy with him, yeah, she is. I think we're going to be like, she says, Jermaine is one cool Sim, I like him. So I think we're going to be like, so is there like anything romantic there? It says hook up with, but I think this is just Maisie's way of saying, so like, is there something romantic between the two of you as well? And we'll see how she takes it and whether she's like, you know what, I do kind of have a crush on him, maybe I should ask him, or whether she's like, no, we are purely friends. So we'll see. And she says, Jermaine sounds like a catch, I'll introduce myself when I see him. So she's like, I do actually kind of have a crush, so maybe I should go and ask him out. So oh my goodness, I don't know how Maisie's gonna take this. I mean, she wants her best friend to be happy, but at the same time she doesn't like Jermaine. So oh, that didn't go so well. I don't think we'll be going out again. That's not ideal. We are feeling a little bit sad about it. But Jermaine, come on, guy. You could have got in my good books a little bit there by at least making Isabella happy. But not only have you been stinky and annoying and took Isabella away from us at prom, you don't even like her in that way. Like, what is up with you? But then you're coming to sit next to her. No, she's like, yeah, no, I'm not sitting next to you. Sorry, I'm going to come and sit next to Jenna instead. I think that is cause for us to be a bit mean to Jermaine after class and be like, hey, after everything like at prom, you led her on completely. You made her think that you liked her. And look at her. Poor Isabella's looking so sad now. And you didn't even like her this whole time. And I think Maisie is going to stick up for her friend and be a little bit mean to Jermaine after class. But obviously, it's exam day, so she does need to focus really hard. She's got her exam book out, and I'm hoping she will stay doing it because, you know, Sims, they sometimes decide they don't fancy doing their exams anymore. We stayed and did our exam the whole time, which is amazing. So we're just going to be friendly with Isabella so we can tick this bit off. And then I do think we're going to go and be mean to Jermaine because how dare he reject our friend like that after everything. I think we're going to come over and we're just going to argue with him, and we're going to argue with him about our differences and just be mean to him because, yeah, he can't do that. He can't do that to us and he can't do that to Isabella. Maisie is really not happy with Jermaine. She is yelling at him right now, and he is like, I have no idea what I have done. Maisie actually lost that argument. That is a shock. I can't believe that. Now she's entering a mood swing. She's really embarrassed because she did lose that argument with him, but she's not stopping. She is insulting him and then throwing shade. Bless her. Look at her. She's crying. She's mortified. She is upset and she is angry. So I'm having her just play a game on her phone at the moment to boost her fun and hopefully boost her mood a little bit, because I don't want her to, like, you know, fail her exams just because of that argument with Jermaine. But she had to stand up for her friend. Even though it didn't really work, she wanted to show Isabella that even even though they're not going to be like romantic or anything, they can still be friends. I think I'm going to have her quickly go over and try and grab some food though before the exam. I don't think we're going to have it very long. But she is pretty oh, especially if you're walking like this, Maisie. Come on. Oh my gosh. Oh, it looks like Lorenzo's coming over to cheer us up, which is really, really sweet. I do like him as well. I know he's okay, now he's walking off. I do like him. I think he's quite funny. Atticus is here though. So maybe we can just gossip a little bit. Maybe we should spread a rumor about Jermaine. Why not? Let's do it. Let's spread a rumor. Oh, he's not there. Oh, that's annoying. Okay, we'll just gossip instead, but we will be heading off to our exam, our last final exam very, very shortly. So let's go and get ready for that. And I'm hoping her mood won't influence it too much because, you know, her skills are completely fine. She's done everything she kind of needs to for school. So I'm going to cross my fingers that she will do well. She has kind of done everything she needs to for the day. But yeah, I can't believe this. Honestly, look at her. She's becoming a young adult in like a few hours and she's just moping around the class. But she's coming to sit next to Owen. Don't cry, Maisie. Oh my gosh, you'll be fine. Because Maisie's got so many friends and also so many family members, we have got the birthday party this evening. I've pushed it back slightly to 7 o'clock and we've got all of the friends coming, and then we're gonna do a club gathering so that we can have the whole family there as well. But we are out at the park. Ezra thought it'd be nice to go out and enjoy the spring weather. It will actually be summer really, really soon as well. So that is our plan for this evening. We'll get home. It also just gives him we're gonna rely on our logic skill. Yay, super logic exam based boost. But it gives him a little bit more time to work on that wellness. He has been working on it today, but I don't think it goes up quite as much. So he's at 76%. So I just wanted to push it back slightly to just make sure we definitely get that done before the birthday party. I'm sure he'll be able to, but I just wanted to make sure we had a little bit of extra time. So he's like, I'm really sorry, Maisie, can we just push your birthday party back a little bit? It's a Friday night, so it's not like we have to worry about work or school or anything the next day. I love the twins sat next to each other, but she's like, yeah, sure, fine, Dad, if that's what you want to do. It's not that much later. It's 2 hours, so it is pushing it back, you know, into the night a little bit, but she's like, she's used to this from her dad, so she's like, yeah, fine, if that's what you want to do, we can push it back a little bit. Gives me time to have like a nap and everything. I've been working so hard, I've been studying so hard, so I can have a bit of a nap before we head out to the party. There is no better feeling than starting the week as a straight A student. Maisie should feel proud. She aced her exams. She did it. She aced her final exams, and now Emma's been mean to her. She's like, oh, you're such a nerd, honestly. Emma, please can you just leave us alone? I can't believe it. She's done it. Maisie has completed high school with an A. So that is her generation requirement ticked off. But it's time for us to head back so we can work on this wellness with Ezra. Ezra is just doing his yoga now, working on that last little bit of his wellness skill. He's feeling so energized. He's still feeling amazing after an amazing date last night. And he is also buzzing from the engagement. He does realise, though, that he does obviously need to tell Maisie about it because they got back late last night and then obviously they went straight off to woohoo. So he hasn't actually had the chance to talk to Maisie about the engagement. So I do think he'll probably have to tell her this evening. And I've also just remembered that we have got mail, which means this might be our university letter. So Maisie, instead of going for a nap, I know you're quite tired, why don't you come downstairs and check the mail and see if that is your university results, because hopefully that'll put her in a slightly better mood. But she also wanted to tell her dad once she'd got accepted, so if this is her acceptance, then she can officially tell him later tonight as well. So she's really, really hoping that is what is in this mailbox. It was the acceptance letter. Oh my goodness, and look at all those distinguished degrees she got into. She has managed to get into the language and literature distinguished degree at University of Brightchester. That is the one that she wanted, and she's so happy. Oh my goodness. Okay, and we have we are gonna look at our scholarship results as well. Let's check them all out. So we've got the Great Outdoors. We didn't get the Education for All, we didn't get the Hemphill and Bagley one, but we did get one at least, which is something. So Opalus, I'm so happy for her, but we do need her to come over and take a nap though, because she is pretty tired. And Ezra is still doing his yoga, so I'm pleased I did push it back a little bit because it's almost 5 o'clock now and he is still working on this. And I think honestly, as sad as it is, I think Maisie's gonna have to bake her own birthday cake because Ezra is so preoccupied at the moment. I'm gonna have him go over and meditate though, because he keeps trying to exit off and play he keeps gonna try and exit off and play football instead. So once he finishes this yoga, he can go over and meditate instead. But Lucy, she is a celebrity because she's doing so well at work, apparently. But I think Maisie's like, I can't see a birthday cake. So I think Dad's forgotten. So I guess I'll come over and I'll make a birthday cake for myself. So let's come and make the famous birthday cake. And so she's got that ready for taking it with her. She's like, I knew this would happen. I was prepared for it. So I'll go and sort that out quickly now. And she's so desperate for a nap, bless her. So once she's done the cake, we will definitely let her nap. But she's like, I won't have a cake otherwise because Dad's so busy outside. He's probably forgotten. So this music is so loud, Maisie. Honestly, let's change the volume a little bit. I turned the volume down and she turned it straight back up again. Honestly, girl. Okay, well, she's crying, bless her. I think she's crying about the fact, you know, that obviously she had a little bit of a rough day with Jermaine earlier, but she passed everything that she needed to. She got into university. She's learning from her mistakes, but she's also probably a bit upset that, unsurprisingly, she is having to pick up where her dad is slacking and make her own birthday cake, which, you know, is always going to be a little bit sad, but she's like, I'm used to it, it's fine. But Ezra, you have got an hour. We are at 92% of this wellness skill, so if we don't quite complete it before we go, I'm gonna place like a little yoga thing. I'm gonna take it with us and he can finish it off at the park because he needs to do it and he is so close. I think he will be fine. But Maisie has finished her birthday cake, so we're gonna put some candles on that and then put it in her inventory, and then she can have a nap for like half an hour. Bless her. Oh goodness, it's a little bit of a rough day for her birthday. Mortified and making her own birthday cake, and she's not even being acknowledged by Lucy over here. So yeah, it's a little bit of a rough one, but she's like, I can't wait to finally become a young adult and move out and just kind of do everything for myself. But she does need to obviously tell her dad about the university acceptance, and he needs to tell her about the engagement. We'll have to see how all of that goes. We are literally at 97%. Honestly, we are gonna have to finish this with a party. Oh my gosh, Ezra. Okay, let's go. And the first thing we're gonna do is finish this skill. Hang on, I swear I threw the party at another lot, but we are still here. So that's fine because it means that Ezra can definitely finish this off, I suppose, but I swear I threw it at the park. That's okay. I mean, I suppose it is raining anyway, so maybe it was thrown at the park and he's like, I'm sorry guys, it is raining, so we'll have to throw the party here instead. We're going to start the club gathering and everyone can come and celebrate here at the house, because yeah, okay, realistically it makes sense. You'd cancel a party that is at a park if it is raining, and it means that Ezra can finish this last little bit off, and he has done it. He has reached wellness level 10. Oh my goodness, I'm so happy for him. We didn't get like the little pop-up in the screen, but he has done it. He has maxed his wellness skill out, so he has done everything he officially needs to. Oh, I'm so happy. I'm so happy. He has finished just in the nick of time. I don't know where all this time has gone though. Oh my gosh. Lucy's now feeling burnt out. Right, okay, everything is slowly happening at once. Oh my gosh, Bo is now calling. I've not spoken to you in years. Go for it though. All of our friends have decided to chill out in our bedroom. Right, okay, well, it is actually time for Maisie to age up. She's feeling very confident now. She's over her mood swing at least. No, Maisie, come on. We need to age up. We need to come over here. Let's all come over here together. Stop wandering away. All of our family is here at least. You can chat with your friends afterwards, I guess, because they, for some reason, have all decided to hang out upstairs. But I want her to come over and make a wish and age up. Oh my goodness, look how gorgeous she is in this cute little yellow dress, though. She's all dressed up and she's looking amazing. And we've got all of our close family here at least, and Esme, oh my gosh. Okay, it's time. Maisie's becoming a young adult. Here we go. Everyone is celebrating. Malia is right in the way. Malia, do you mind? Could you actually... Oh my gosh, okay. No, at least you missed the first time. Here we go. Maisie is becoming a young adult. She's surrounded by all her family. She's looking amazing and I'm so happy. Oh my goodness. I can't believe it. She's becoming a young adult. She's leaving the room to do it. She's like, there are far too many Sims over there. I'm going to do it out here. We know that she needs to have the ambitious trait. And we mentioned earlier about having the academic. So here we are. She graduated with honours. Of course she did. No. But let's look. Oh my gosh. Our gorgeous Maisie is an adult. Look at her. She looks so cute. I love her. Ezra is going to come over and he is going to come and give his daughter a hug and congratulate her and then announce his engagement, because this is the first time he's properly spoken to her. And he is going to tell her that he did get engaged to Lucy. He's like, congratulations, I'm so happy for you. But also, she did not look too happy right then. He's like, I got engaged. And she's like, oh, okay, thanks for telling me, I suppose. She's not unhappy about it, but at the same time she's like, well, I kind of wish you'd spoken to me about it before, you actually just dived in and got engaged, but that's fine, that's okay. And I think now she needs to tell her dad that she has gotten into university. So she is telling him now about it, and honestly I think he's a bit like, oh, okay, I'm really happy for you, I'm really proud that you managed to get in, but like I am really, I'm sad about the idea of you moving away. How are we going to cope without you? You do so much around here. And I think that's going to be kind of like the final straw for Maisie. And I think she's going to get a little bit annoyed at her dad for saying something like that, and I think she's gonna yell at him a little bit, to be honest. She's saying, you always rely on me far too much and I just want to go off and do my own thing for once, and I'm really sad that like you can't see that you're always the one that is like, you're making me do everything around the house, and like just because you can't do it yourself. And he is arguing back, surprisingly, and they've not got a difficult dynamic, but it makes sense because they do need to be a bit more strange now. And unfortunately we do need to lose all friendship with Ezra, and unfortunately it's kind of happening right now. She's like, first of all, you can't even be happy for me about like it being my birthday. You come over and you tell me that you've got engaged. Like, why are you taking away that from me? It's my birthday. I've just completed high school with the highest grades, and you come along and you tell everyone about your engagement. Why can't you just be happy for me? And not only that, you brought mum back into my life when she's not even been a mum. You didn't even ask me how I feel about it. You just kind of did it without talking to me. And then on top of all of that, now you don't even want me to go off to university because you need me around the house. You're an adult. You can do this by yourself. It shouldn't always be relying on me as you have done all these years. And do you know what? I need to go. I need to go and live my own life. And I don't want you to bother me. I want to be me. I don't want you getting involved and ruining things. And all of these bad decisions you've made over these years, it's all your fault, and I've always had to be there to pick up the pieces, but you know what? I'm not going to do it anymore. And it was a no-win scenario. Neither side can see each other, and also I can see you walking around naked right now. This is not the moment, but neither side can see each other's perspective, and it's really horrible to see. And they are she's feeling angry. How are we even family? And this makes me really sad to see. Poor Ezra is so upset because he never saw any of this coming. He's put so much into his relationship with Maisie, but she is offering a new perspective that he didn't even think about before, and he is realizing how much he has kind of been relying on her all of these years, and he feels awful, but he doesn't know what else he can do now. This is how he is, this is who he is, and he's been spending so long trying to better himself, but clearly that's not enough for Maisie, and she said she needs some space, and he's like, okay, if you need space, then that's what I'm going to give you. And so Maisie will be moving out tomorrow. She's obviously going to stay the night here because it is pretty late, and then she will be preparing to move out tomorrow, and I think we'll probably end the episode here. It's a bit of a downer to end on, but unfortunately she does need to lose all relationship with her dad, and this is how we will be ending Generation 3. Thank you so much for watching. I really hope you've enjoyed this series, this season. I've had so much fun with Ezra. There have been a lot of ups and downs, and unfortunately we are ending on a down, but make sure you stick to the end because I'm going to add a montage of all the screenshots from this generation so we can see that it's not always been this way. There have been lots and lots of happy moments. Make sure you leave a like and comment down below and let me know what you think. And if you haven't already, please do subscribe. It means so much to me, and I will speak to you all in another video. Bye everyone!